This is a complete review for Bose QuietComfort Earbuds. So let's get started. First thing first, what's in the box? So in the box you get the case, and inside which obviously you have the earbuds, and the earbuds come with wingtips size 2 pre-installed, which means that you get two other sizes in the box, size 1 and size 3 for larger ears, and size 1 for smaller ears. Also note that these wingtips are marked left and right, so they're not interchangeable. Okay, and you get some manuals, and also you get the cable. It's a USB-C cable, but you do not get a power adapter, so which means you'll have to use one of your existing power adapters. That's all in the box. Alright, now let's talk about the case. It's a very well built case, has a soft finish to it. It has this latch here. If you need to press it, so it would open softly. From that perspective, once your earbuds are in and you have the door closed, they're very secure. And also they do recommend to keep the lid closed when you are not when you are using earbuds. Don't keep the case open. Two reasons. One is to save the battery, and the other one is so that dust, etc., would not get accumulated into the case. Have your earbuds here. We'll talk about them in a minute. Oops. So the slots for the earbuds are magnetic in nature, which is nice. You can just drop your earbuds in here. They'll stay in place. You don't have to wiggle them or try to make them get inserted, etc. They do have this button. This is the Bluetooth pairing button. So whenever you want to pair a new device, you can double click that and bring this case near to the device with which you want to pair, and it will pair. This is also a nice feature. They have these 5 dots. They indicate the battery level. Each of them is for 20%. So meaning like right now it says I have 100% of charge in this charging case. Let's say if it's only showing 4, it means that it has 80% of charge, and so on. So this charging case holds 2 more charges than the earbuds. Meaning earbuds, they run for 6 hours. Meaning the charging case, when fully charged, it will hold additional 12 hours. So total you get 18 hours from charging case plus earbuds. And earbuds, if they're completely depleted, you can do a quick 15-minute charge, which will give you 2 hours of playtime. And what else? Like it says there. Yep. The other thing is when your earbuds are taken out, like it says, if you have left them out in the open, and for more than 20 minutes, they go into standby mode. And the way you would bring them back is by docking them back into this charging case. That is, it's just that there is also if there are blinking light, only one blinking light, it means that the firmware is getting updated. But if you have, let's say, alternate lights blinking, that means there is some error. So you do want to like contact Bose at the time. And there are other options. I really would think like anyone would make use of them. But let's say you wanted to clear all the devices that are paired, you can press and hold this Bluetooth pairing button, which will basically clear all the paired devices from the earbuds. Similarly, you can also do a reboot of your device by holding, I think it's for maybe 30 seconds, and it will reboot. Some of the additional tips from the manual. I hope I don't have to ever use them. So that's all about the case. All right. Now we discussed everything about what this case can do. Let's talk about some pros and cons. The pros definitely are it feels pretty solid, like it's nothing shiny or anything. It's feels pretty to grip, etc. Pretty solid. And also you would feel very secure with this. There is no way your earbuds can ever fly off, right? No matter what happens, because this is not a latch you can just hit by accident and the door will they will open, right? Like it takes a little bit of it's not hard by any means, but it requires a bit of a press so that it will open. So those are the pluses. The minuses obviously is the size. These are not pocketable for sure. You will have to keep them on your table or somewhere, but for sure, which also means when you're carrying them around, you will probably be holding them with your hand, or briefly you can put them in your pocket, but they're not for, maybe for a jacket pocket it's okay, but definitely not for a pants pocket. So from that perspective, they're not very carrying friendly, if there is a word like that. All right, now let's talk about the earbuds. These are definitely very well made, but let's just first go through all the options we have. So the first one is the wingtip size 2 for medium ears, or on the earbuds when they come. Like I was talking about a minute ago, size 1 is for smaller ears and size 3 is for larger ears, and Bose actually recommends for you to try them on. It is also sometimes possible people may actually need different sized tips for left and right ears. So and it's not very uncommon. So the way you would figure is, once you have them in the ear, you would just rotate them back. You would rotate them back and move them to the front, and they should feel snug without feeling squished in or like a feeling loose, and then you know it's the right fit. And that also determines how well active noise cancellation works. We'll talk about it in a minute, but that's all about the wingtips. And also please note that these wingtips are, like I was talking about, they're marked for right and left, so they're not interchangeable. All right. Now, second topic here is about the touch controls. So the touch, you could perform a lot of actions, and there are distinct actions for left and right earbud. Let's see, which one is this? This is the right one. Okay. So here you can double tap on the right earbud to play or pause music. You could swipe up or down to increase or decrease volume. You can also double tap to answer or end a call while you're listening to music, or you could also set up in your Bose Music app to automatically accept incoming calls. There is also, you can touch and hold the right earbud so that you could invoke voice control, for example, to interact with Apple Siri or Google Assistant. And on the left one, there are two actions. The first one is active noise cancellation. You can, there are three favorite modes by default. The first one is, you can also choose what is your favorite active noise cancellation level. But anyway, there are three active noise cancellation levels, one at 100%, another one at 50%, and the third one is at 0%. You can double tap on your left earbud to keep cycling through your preferred until you get to your preferred active noise cancellation. You can do that, and you can also there is a custom button you can configure for your left earbud. You can touch on your left earbud, which will allow you to either skip a track, or you could configure it so that when you touch it, it'll tell you the remaining battery level. I find skipping the track more useful. It's definitely your preference, but because when you put your earbuds on, it does announce the battery level. So that's all about touch controls. Now let's talk a bit about calls and what happens when you remove an earbud, etc. So let's say what they call as transparency mode. So let's say you have active noise cancellation to full at 100%. Someone is calling you or something, and if you take one earbud out of your ears, then automatically the active noise cancellation level will drop to 0%, or basically invokes the transparency mode that will allow you to hear to the other person. And once you put your earbud back onto your ear, then your prior active noise cancellation level restores, and that's pretty neat. There is also in the music app, there is something called self voice. When you're on the calls, because the active noise cancellation would shield you from all surrounding noises, you wouldn't realize, but your voice would also be one of them. So they allow you to set how loud you want to hear your voice back, so that you could feel your voice more normally. Or if you say, like, I don't want to hear my voice, you might actually hear your voice a bit like, with more bass or something of that sort. So there is that. There is also one cool feature here, which is called active noise cancellation only. What you can do is, which means that if you want to focus but you also don't want to listen to any music, etc., what you can do is you can click on hold the Bluetooth button until it gets disconnected, but also still have them in your ears with active noise cancellation to 100%. That will allow you to take advantage of active noise cancellation, but you don't have to listen to any music. So maybe they should call this as focus mode or something, but that is also possible. And also these have lights in them. Like you would see that, for example, I think there is there are different lights. If there is a slow blue, that means it is ready to pair. If it is blinking rapidly, it's connecting. A solid blue means fully connected. And I think that the white ones are, I believe, docked or something. Don't remember, but these indicate different actions. So that is all about the earbuds. Okay, I looked up. The solid white light means it is fully charged. The blinking white light means it is charging, and that's what they mean. And one other topic I forgot to mention about is calls. The call quality is pretty good, and in the past, Bose earbuds had a flaw. I would still call it a flaw, whether it's a flaw or not. But when you receive a call in the prior versions, for example, SoundSport, Wireless, etc., you would hear the audio or the call only in your right earbud, which means that for anyone who is sensitive in their right ear, it's a deal breaker, which is the case for me. As much as I wanted to have Bose earbuds at the time, I still could not get these for that reason. And also, I didn't want something bulky like QuietComfort 35, etc. So I'm so thankful to Bose. They fixed that problem. So the when you now when you receive a call, you will hear the voice in both of your ears. It is still true that the microphone is only in the right earbud, and left earbud connects to right earbud. So maybe in future versions they might have a mic in the left one as well, so that you could, for example, use the left earbud only, and then like it's once it runs out of battery, you can use the right one, and so on. So, but for now, the microphone is in the right ones, and you do hear when you receive a call, you do hear in both of the earbuds. That's the current setup. Okay, so that rounds up everything about earbuds. Now we talked about all the details about these earbuds. Now let's talk about some pros and cons. Pros, definitely it feels very rich when you're touching it. Like they are very, very well made. The biggest advantage about Bose's products, like it says, the in-ear headphones, whether these or SoundSport wireless or the wired earbuds, etc., they all have this design. It is so well made. I give like kudos to them for coming up with this design. This wingtip, this soft wingtip allows for your earbuds to stay nicely in your ear, and they will not fall off. You can do whatever you want. You can run, you can jog, you can exercise. They will not come off of your ears. At the same time, you don't have to shove these things into your ear for them to stay secure. The whole idea behind these wingtips is they sit there without being very intrusive, and at the same time, you never get this feeling they're going to drop from your ear, or for that matter, they stay in the same position, like meaning that you won't even see these fluctuations when it comes to audio quality, right? So typically, for other earbuds, which just have a tip based on how well and secure they are into your ear canal, you would start feeling this iffiness, etc. That does not exist with these. And the second second beautiful thing about these wingtips is this ear tip itself. This does not go all the way into your ear canal, and that's really good. It just sits a little bit outside of your ear canal, and at the same time creates that secure, I guess, like it's that lock, right? So this helps in many ways. So the one is obviously when you are wearing these, you have this nice, snug, cushy feeling in your ears. You can feel them at the same time; they are not causing any pain or anything, and it's a wonderful feeling. I think this concept is called "stay here" ear tips or something. It's probably not talked much about, but it's simply amazing engineering. And also the other one is, since you don't shove them into your ear canal, there would not be any wax, ear wax buildup, etc. Like it's so less to clean. So yeah, simply amazing. Right. Now let's talk about the active noise cancellation. Again, this is the most amazing feature of these earbuds. So probably wingtips is something which is not unique to these earbuds, but active noise cancellation is something. You would simply be amazed how much of noise they shield you from when you are when you have active noise cancellation on and up to all the way up to 10. And you can actually set them at in increments of 1, meaning you can go from all the way from 0 to 1 through 10 using the Bose Music app. And in the past, I have tried Bose QuietComfort 35 version 2 when I was trying active noise cancellation on them. When I turn noise cancellation on, I would have this bit of a pressure around my ear, which does not exist in these, which is fantastic. And you would really appreciate the active noise cancellation for 2 reasons. For one, it will when you're watching a movie or when you are focusing on something, it simply shields you from all the noises, and hence so which means you are taken into this state where how music should be heard or how you should listen to a podcast, etc. You can focus really well. So that's one aspect of the active noise cancellation. And the second one is they enhance your experience greatly, because until you have it on, you wouldn't realize that once all those distractions are gone, the music quality itself feels at a different level. So even from that perspective, active noise cancellation is the best. I mean, I have not tried anything else, but I do not find a desire or need to try anything else. Maybe I'm a Bose fanboy, but yeah, the active noise cancellation is awesome on these. Now let's talk about audio quality on these. Bose does not disappoint in this area as well, and they do carry this Bose's signature as how they deliver audio. It's pretty hard to explain how Bose headphones or any devices feel, but I'll give it a try. If you're watching a movie or if you're listening to a song, they say that if after watching the movie or after listening to that song, you only remember that song or that movie, but not the actor or the singer, then that actually means that that actor and that singer have done a fantastic job. Now, if I apply the same analogy to audio equipment, that's what Bose does. They enhance your experience. They focus on vocals so that you can hear to that song more clearly and enjoy it. Same thing with audio or anything you play in these. It will enhance your experience greatly, and that's why Bose is Bose. And now paired with active noise cancellation and together with the wingtips, they deliver a fantastic experience altogether. Yeah, they do. I forgot to mention these cost. They retail for $279, but in my mind, these are totally worth it. Now let's talk about some negatives or perceived negatives. Frankly, I do not. I have heard people saying these are a bit bulky. I think it's a personal preference. I do not feel them being bulky. I do not feel them when they're in my. I mean, I do feel them, but also I don't feel like, oh, these are heavy in my ear or anything. And also from a looks perspective, I think they look just fine. That's my opinion. For that matter, I never liked the look of Apple AirPods, the first edition, where they had protruded sticks out of your ear. I thought that was funny, but again, a lot of people like them. According to me, there are no negatives when it comes to these earbuds. Okay. If I nitpick these devices, one thing I did not like is the touch controls. Yeah, they are more, and also I do not know what would be the alternative if buttons would have made the experience better. The reason I'm being bit sensitive about this is in comparison to wingtips, which make your experience so much better, the same does not translate to when you're interacting with touch controls. Even the least non-intrusive touch control, for example, swipe up or swipe down, when you are performing that action, you would feel that in your ear. And it's not a very pleasant experience. So I do not know if it would have been better if they had buttons, but that's what you have for now. So that's definitely a negative in my mind. And another negative is they do not have multi-point. What I mean by that is there are headphones out there, for example, they're connected to your computer, you're working, you're listening to music, and let's say you got a call, they would on your phone, then they would automatically switch to your phone, and you can take your call. Once the call is done, you can go back to your computer, meaning your earbuds are connected to more than one device at the same time, which is not the case here, meaning every time you want to switch a device, you need to disconnect from the prior device and reconnect to a new device. That is the current status quo. Maybe these are some of the things they could potentially fix through software update, but today they do not have that multi-point capability. That is definitely a negative. Okay, those are all the things I wanted to talk about these earbuds. They do retail for $279. If someone asks me, are they absolutely out there with no flaws? My answer is no. Yes, they do have their flaws, like we talked about. The case is a bit bulky, and the multi-point concept does not exist. And touch controls, you would feel them in your ears, and maybe there are a few more, but what you get is the world-class active noise cancellation paired with the most most comfortable wingtips paired with excellent audio quality, which cannot be matched. So that's what you get for $279, and my recommendation is definitely a buy. Bose typically does not release revisions very frequently. These are the latest, and they will run for a while. And also, it's with the active noise cancellation, the way it works on these earbuds, it takes your experience to a whole new level. For that reason, my recommendation is buy. I hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you.